Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to All That and Then Some with Duana. I'm Duana. This is your first time here. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Since you're here, you might as well just go ahead and send me a little comment, and subscribe. That's what I want. I need me some subscribers. Yes. This isn't your first time here. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I know I always say I'm going to keep it short and sweet, but I do believe today I am going to really keep it short and sweet. I just want to drop just a little nugget that was on my mind, and I was like, you know what, Dewana? Maybe you need to explain why you started on this journey of self-love. So that's what I decided I'm going to do today. My journey of self-love, best believe, is still going on. But I am a woman who has been through what I believe a lot of women in this world have been through. I was sexually molested when I was young. Happened to me not once, but by two different people. Growing up, my father was in and out of my life. I never really had a positive role model as a man to show me what love really meant or how it was supposed to be treated. So I think that had a lot to do with the men I ended up being with in my life. I've been in abusive relationships, physical, mental, but I always say it was always more emotional than anything as far as abusive, because the scars go away, but the emotional anguish and angst that you have or that you're put through on an everyday basis, that lingers in your soul. So for a long, long time, I tried to push those feelings back and not deal with them. And the way that I did that was I started off smoking weed. I drank. I started doing cocaine. I just spiraled out of control. And in the middle of this, I had children. So they saw their mom at the lowest of the low. And I did some things with my kids that most people probably wouldn't do with their kids. I partied with my kids, So for a long time, I didn't love myself. So I was picking people who most definitely didn't know how to show me how to love, because I was picking people who were just as hurt as I was hurt. So from that, I have low self-esteem. Don't care what I look like. Don't care how I dress. Don't care how I smell. Don't care what my hair looked like. I remember I was drunk one day and I couldn't do anything with my hair. So I went into the bathroom, I took some scissors, and I cut all my hair off. Just cut it off. And then I sat down on the couch and I was like, Tawana, you have just cut your hair. Like, I didn't cut it to where I could, I didn't cut it. You know how some people cut their hair, they cut all their hair off or whatever, and they did it because they want to go all natural. That, I like to think that was my reason, but my reason was I was drunk, I was upset, I was depressed, I was mad, I was angry, and I took it out on my head. So I did the big chop the wrong way. It ended up being right. I mean, it's something that I love now, but 6 years ago when I did it, it was just totally off par. But for so long, I never thought that I would get out of that funk I was in. But one day, I had a friend that kept inviting me to go to church with her over and over and over again. And I would put her off, tell her I have other things to do, or I would drink that Saturday night, and then I would wake up the next morning and call her and say, yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it today. But this last time she asked me, and I said, okay, I'll go. And I remember sitting in the room, and I went to the liquor store, and I heard a voice in my head say, You go ahead into that liquor store and you get whatever you want to drink. Get it as much as you can. With as much money as you got, spend it all. Because you're going to drink all you can tonight. Because tomorrow I'm about to change your life. So, you know, me, I'm just thinking, I didn't know who it was talking to me then. I went and I remember I got me a Mad Dog 2020. That was my drink, peaches and cream. Mad Dog 2020. Hey, hey. I don't know about y'all, but that was my joint. I got, I believe, 3 Bud Ice. And I think I got a bottle of some kind of vodka. And I went home and I was tore up. I was so tore up that the whole time I was drinking, I was saying to myself, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get up and go to church tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to do it. It's another day. I'm going to have to go another time. Do you know I woke up early? No headache. No nasty attitude. I was ready. I was ready to go to church. When I tell you, when I walked into that church, and I felt like the pastor who was preaching, it was like God talked to him, told him everything that was in my head, and he spit it out. And that was the day I decided to change. That was the day God decided to come. Let me rephrase that, because he's always been in my life. That was the day I decided to let God back in fully. And I rededicated my life to Christ. And let me tell you, it ain't been no easy road. Don't think that I didn't drink again. Don't think that I didn't never smoke no weed again, cause I have. I'm gonna be honest. It took a long time for me to get to the place where I am right now. Mind you, this was 5 years ago. In the beginning, it's a struggle, and I still struggle every day. You know, I still have my ups and downs and my kind of days where I'm just like, God, what's going on? But what he told me I needed to do was, for me to get to a place of feeling worthy, I had to sit back and really divulge my past, get deep into it, and start writing down feelings that I had on certain situations, certain things in my life that I like, certain things in my life I didn't like. I had to stop asking the question, why did this happen to me? And start saying, this is why this happened to me. You know what I mean? And I had to learn how to love myself, because I hadn't loved myself for a very, very long time. I didn't know how to love myself. And that's what he's been teaching me for the past 3 years. For the past 3 years, I'm really learning to love myself. And last year, he gave me this vision where he said, I need for you to start telling your story to others. Your real, true, honest, transparent story. You know, share. Because, you know, I made you funny. He did. He made me funny. And I believe that you can reach some people who think that they're unreachable. Because, honey, I thought I was an unreachable soul. I thought I was done, you know. But I believe in sharing my stories. It not only helps me to grow and to heal and to learn how to forgive myself, and also, for real, to learn how to forgive others. I believe in me sharing, someone out there is going to, they're going to feel like, hey, that's my life. I used to do that, or I'm doing that right now. And I can make a change. And let's believe I didn't do this. I had nothing to do with this change in me. You know, I remember when I was a young girl, I used to write a lot. And I remember I used to write down that I wanted to be a psychologist. And now I got my bachelor's in psychology. That was nobody but God. And I've never actually written down what I wanted in a man. What kind of man did I want to be with? I've never written that down. I've never put that on paper or asked God, this is the kind of man I want you to send for me. I don't feel the need to do that, because now I know he knows what kind of man. He already has the man that is meant for me. I just got to sit back and I got to keep on with getting to know me, getting to loving me. Let's believe there's days I wake up and I look in the mirror and I'm like, what in the world? Girl, what you got going on? Don't we all do that? Look in the mirror like, what you got going on? But I have to remember, I woke up. I'm free. I'm no longer getting hit. I'm no longer getting talked down to. I'm no longer getting beat up mentally. You know what I mean? If somebody's beating me up, it's me, and that's bad enough. So yeah, I've learned to laugh at life, and I've learned to laugh at myself, and I've learned to accept the things I cannot change, and that's something that so many of us have a problem with. But 2018 is a year that I have to accept the things I cannot change. And I know a few days ago, he told me that I need to really start telling stories that are specific to my past and how I've changed, the change that's being brought in me in 2018. That's hard to do. Because I told somebody something about me cutting yesterday, and I started crying because I had never shared that before. So I know I've been on here and I've been all hoo hoo hoo, and I've said some singing, some song and dance and all that kind of stuff. But I believe I'm going to be getting to the grit here. And I just want you guys to just go on this journey with me. See where it can take when you learn to love yourself fully and whole, you know. See where it can take you. Okay? Okay. That's all I have for y'all today. I do want to show y'all, though, I do have a man. I know yesterday was Valentine's Day. So I got me a man yesterday. Yeah. He's called the perfect man. My coworker gave this to me and I was like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. How did you know I liked me some big boned men? She and nice and chocolatey. How'd she know that? So this is going to be my man for the next who knows how long, because I ain't opening him. I'm going to just keep on looking at him like that. Solid, decorated, dark milk chocolate. Ooh, yes. Oh, let me tell you what it says. It says he's sweet and decadently rich. Just how a man ought to be. What? Okay. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Hercules. Oh my gosh. You know what? I wish they make another one of those. All right, y'all. I'll be back because I have something else for y'all. So stay tuned. All right. I'm Bizak. Bizak. And then, look how my arms look. Look at that. Look at that. It looks nice like that, but when I put it like this, you see all my flab and all that crap? Honey, I got to get to working out. But I wanted to tell a real funny story real quick since I said I'm funny. Okay? Now I'm talking about the perfect man. So when I get married, my man's going to have to put the finger, the ring on this finger. You see this finger? You see how this finger is? You see how it's crooked? Yeah, I got a story. So I was drunk. And I was arguing with, I believe, my brother. And I told the story. It was so much funnier on Snapchat. Let me just say, I'm just going to tell it real fast because I want to get to my word of the day. Hey, my word of the day. Hey. So anyway, so I was arguing with my brother, and he had said something that pissed me off. Now, what you need to understand, and what you'll get from me telling other stories of me and my drunken mess and my coked out self, is that I would be the most happiest drunk high person you can see until you said something to me I didn't like. It could be something like dumb too. Like I would just go off. I would be smiling one minute, next minute I'm trying to stab you with a knife. Ask people who know me. I done try to stab people with knives. I done punched out mirrors, took the glass, and ran after people with it. So my brother did something that irked me. And mind you, he's like 6 feet tall, 10 years older than me, used to be a wrestler. I'm trying to fight him. I don't remember exactly what happened because it happened in the blackout phase. That was another thing I used to do. I used to black out and have whole conversations and be up for hours on end. Wake up the next morning, don't know what happened. Thought I dreamt whatever I was doing, but no, for real, I did it. But supposedly, from what my kids told me, that's one of the many things that they had to see their mama do. I was trying to fight my brother, and then trying to punch him, I punched the wall. I don't know how did I hold my fist that I freaking popped whatever bones in here. I popped it, and I didn't feel a thing. I didn't feel it, because when you got that much alcohol in your system, it numbs all kinds of pains. I know y'all know. So, and I went about my business. In fact, I passed out in the kitchen, in the dining room, underneath the dining room table. Passed out. I passed out right after I hit him. I think it was the shock. I think it was the shock of the punch, and I just passed out. And then my kids didn't even, they just left me there. I woke up, and I'm like, here's a chair on top of me, and I look up, and there's the table. I'm like, what in the world? What'd I do? Guess what? I woke up and my finger was in some pain. And I looked at it and I said, oh my God, my finger is crooked as hell. Like straight, it's just straight crooked. You can't see that, but you see that bone right there? That ain't supposed to be like that. It ain't supposed to be on no look at that. So I said, when my man puts that ring on my finger, when he proposes to me, he gonna be like, what in the world? What kind of mess is this? I'm like, baby, I got a story to tell you. And I so refused to go to the hospital and get it fixed. I was like, we're not going to go in there and tell him. Like, how'd you do that? I don't know, try to hit my brother, and I punched the wall, and then I passed out underneath the kitchen table. It woke back up, and I just went about my day. So now it's just like that. It's just like that, but it's a memory, and it's something I kept just to always remind me of who I used to be and who I'm not anymore. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to keep some stuff to remind you not to go back, because Lord knows I can't go back. If I go back now, I'm going to be a mess, a straight mess. You hear me? But now, when you see me do my dance, you know what's about to happen. I'm gonna sing my song to you. It's the word of the day. Hey, hey, the word of the day. Hey, hey, the word of the day. Hey, hey. All right, so if you saw the name of my episode today, it's called Go Ahead, Mirtha. And you know what? Is there anybody's name that you know named Mirtha? I don't know nobody named Mirtha, but I'm going to tell you what. If I had a kid, I would name her Mirtha. Because I just like how it sounds. Go ahead, Mirtha. That sounds like go ahead, Bertha. No, go ahead, Mirtha. And the word is mirth. The word is mirth, and it means amusement, especially as expressed in laughter. Go ahead, Mirtha. Go ahead, Mirtha. Ah, that's why I said it. So can I use this word in a sentence? I could. Go ahead, Mirtha. Boom, there's your sentence. There it is. Bam, in your face. This is our dope jam. There it is. That was my Public Enemy snippet for y'all today. But that's the word of the day. Use it in a sentence. It means amusement. It means expressing oneself in laughter. And that's how I plan on living the rest of my life. Being free, being fun, being full of joy, making people laugh, making myself laugh. And let me tell you something. I don't do nothing that I do for real, to make anybody laugh but me. Because there's some days when I wake up and I'm like, what in the world? I just don't feel like it. Let me watch me on Snapchat real quick. Hey, girl, you funny. That's what I do. And if I make somebody else laugh and make somebody else feel a little bit of joy, hey, it was worth it. It was worth it. All right, y'all. So, come back next week. Hopefully I'll be here. Same time, same place. Probably not the same time, because it's all different times, but it's always on Thursday. Every Thursday, I will pop up on here and give y'all a little something. All right? So stay tuned. Remember, ladies, you're all that and then some. Get ready. I'm about to start getting deep. I'm about to start getting to that good. So you're going to want to hit that subscribe button when this is over. All right? Bye.